Guys, I created Eddie Brock and now we will cover him in black paint and clay to create Venom. As we are creating Eddie Brock in the symbiotic state with Venom, we have to start with Eddie Brock. And as it was quite helpful, I used the 3D model in Fortnite for the appearance of Eddie Brock. So I got a 3D model right in front of me, right at the television. And we are starting with the armature with aluminum wire. To get all the proportions right, it is quite essential to work with a blueprint. Many of you asking me where to get these blueprints. Well, I am creating these by my own. Before starting with the clay model, go over to ClayClaim.com. I'll provide you with all the blueprints I am using. You can download them all for free. There is just a download section. And now we are starting and coating Eddie Brock with dark blue for the trousers by using my modeling tool. Make sure to subscribe. I'm going to make a giveaway with these tools very soon, so don't miss that. And we start adding some wrinkles and folds to the trousers. This is best done by using a scalpel or knife to get these hard edges, which fabric gets when you wear it or when you have properly ironed it. Now let's take some tiny clay worms, which we are adding to the lower part of the trousers to simulate some more wrinkles, as it happens when you are wearing shoes and your trousers are a little bit too long. The fabric is accumulating down there. For the next piece of clothing, we are mixing Eddie Brock style, this dark hoodie which he is wearing, and we start wrapping it around the upper part of the aluminum wire. Some details are quite difficult to make with the modeling tool. This is why I am adding some further parts of clay from time to time. And now we have this dark gray and mix in even more black to make a slightly darker version for the jacket he's wearing. And with the help of the noodle machine, we are getting a very thin layer of clay, which is getting wrinkles naturally, as it is that thin. And we just have to wrap it around in order to get a good looking piece of fabric. I decided to create him with a Detroit Lions jacket or any generic Detroit football one, which we have seen in the Fortnite skin version, because I really liked the contrast between the dark torso part and also the brighter arm pieces of this Detroit Lions jacket. And this is what we are adding to the arms right now. I try to get some hard edges where the bright clay, the bright gray is meeting with the darker gray. And now that the clay is in position, we can also add some more wrinkles in these spots where the fabric is likely to get folded. And we are now going over to the skin color of Eddie Brock by using this pale pink. And I also threw in just a little bit of red to get a really flashy color for him, plus some gray. And we are working on the hands first. The hand expression is quite important to me in today's creation, because I wanted to create this very moment where the symbiotic state is happening. So Venom coming out of his host, coming out of Eddie Brock, and he normally, right at the beginning, has this special hand expression saying so the fingers are crooked, they are bended in pain. I assume this. I'm not really sure if this is painful or not. I think it's also not explained in the movies, but if you know better, leave it down in the comments. The calf has been added and it blends in perfectly the hands together with the clothing, and now we can add some further details to the fabric, like these tiny buttons, silver buttons, and the counterpieces, which are black on the other side. I still try to keep this big wrinkle because I really like it. And now let's place him onto the plate. We can finally start working on the boots. It's very helpful to not create them too soon, because otherwise you will destroy them by accident while handling the creation. First time now that we can put in some thoughts about the posture Eddie Brock should have. He should be in the position where Venom is just coming out of his body. Therefore, I thought he should be a little bit crooked and bended over. And now is the time to do some finish touches on the boots, because now we won't change his posture anymore. And I'm really sure that we will destroy the boots anymore. And let's now bring in some details. For the shoelaces you can either add some tiny clay worms, or just the way I did it, using a scalpel or knife. And with the cup we can stabilize the whole creation on the plate and start working on the head, finally. Creating faces, my weak spot. When start working on such a difficult part of the creation, the human face, it helps me to know that the face will be hidden a little bit by Venom's mouth. We go from big details to small details, starting with the eye area, the eye holes, and the forehead. Then going over to the nose. And I wanted to mention the huge giveaway which I am planning right now. You can get a whole tool set from me, from ClayClaim.com, very soon, so make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, that you don't miss future videos and can participate in the giveaway. It's this screaming mouth. I really like it. We are popping in the eyes, the eyeballs and the eyelids. And after oven hardening, we'll bring in the iris. And we'll do some fitting in now to the neck and body. This first layer of hair color will be accompanied by some further strings of hair.
I think I'm not alone in the studio.
And these are the last details we are creating with clay on Eddie Brock. Adding some further strings to get his hair done. Now adding the eyebrows onto the plate. We will glue them after oven hardening to his face, and we are ready to go into the oven. Freshly baked Eddie Brock. Before the fun part starts, we will get in some more details. The Detroit Lions jacket has some stripes, which we are painting with black and white. We have the number on his arm and the football helmet. The iris is painted with brown and a tiny black dot. And now we will do some finish work in his face, gluing the eyebrows in position, and with colored pencils we are drawing the beard. Mouth and eyes will get some transparent polish for this shiny effect. And now that the last details are painted, the fun part starts. Coating him in black clay to finally create Venom. For my symbiotic state, which I want to create, I'm using these black long strings, which we will now start wrapping around quite randomly. I'm going to create two main spots where Venom is coming out of his host. First would be his left leg, and second coming out of his back. In the movies and also in the Fortnite animation, it was so difficult to figure out where Venom is coming out of the body, because it happens all at the same time. These wires will support the Venom strings coming out of his back. I decided to go with 3 strings wrapping around to the front, to his face, and maybe adding some smaller strings. To keep this good looking state, we put Eddie Brock into the oven. After oven hardening, we have to do 2 tasks. First would be adding some transparent polish to Venom to make him really slimy and authentic looking. And second, his face. Take some more black clay and use it for his mouth. The wide opened Venom mouth. We have the lower jaw and the upper jaw. This will be the gum. We throw in some black to make it really dark. I haven't really talked about the story of the movies, and I'll keep it like that, because I don't want to spoiler anyone who hasn't seen the movies yet. But there is one tiny but. I am thinking about one issue a lot. Why is Carnage stronger than Venom in general? I have 2 theories. This one is not mine, I heard it. The explanation was because Carnage, born on Earth, has adapted to the environment way better than Venom, which was not born on Earth. Oh, the mouth is shutting. And the second reason, this is my opinion, Carnage and also the host, Cletus Cassidy, has no moral, therefore they can do whatever they want. While Eddie Brock is struggling with Venom, and with his moral. I'm curious, what do you think?
Bruh.
If you have an opinion on this, leave it down in the comments. I'm quite curious to read it. And we are painting the eyes of Venom. I could have also gone with white clay, but I think this matches perfectly as well. Adding the last strings. And then I'll just start doodling around with some more transparent polish and black color to make him really slimy looking. Same for the head. Oh, look at that. It looks so authentic. That's it! Eddie Brock and Venom in the symbiotic state. Venom! You may have recognized the Venom which I created 2 years ago. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see next. Write it down in the comments. Guys, take care. Have a beautiful weekend. Bye.